Okay, so what is this all about? Engaging with this program sets several intentions. You're no longer willing to be hemmed in. You're giving yourself the opportunity to redesign and remake your world. And it also means you're on the threshold of change. And this change is going to close doors and open new ones. It is time to dare to manifest what you want in your world. What do you want? What do you want to value? What do you want in your life experience? How do you want to live? What wonderful possibilities do you want to open up in your world? It's really important to start to bring this into focus now, because it's time to deal with obstacles and contradictions and face them without fear. It's time to stop running away, turn around, face ourselves, and get really creative in full knowledge of where we are now and where we want to be. How we experience life is managed by our mind. And everybody in our environment experiences pretty much exactly the same opportunity or potential reality as everybody else. So, how is it that we can all perceive what is seemingly the same reality in such a different way? We've all had the experience of watching a film with friends, and some of us notice some elements of the film, and other people don't notice them at all. In the same way, five people staring out the window on the same side of a train may see the same scenery, but they will notice five different versions of that same scenery. One person will see a specific plant or animal, somebody else may see neither of those and only notice a car in the distance. Another person may be looking at the clouds. Another person may be hearing the sound of the train and using it to hypnotize themselves. We can only perceive what our mind perceives to be relevant to us. So let me say that again. We can only perceive or receive what our mind perceives to be relevant to us. This is the filtering system that operates in our brain every single moment of every single day. So, how do we start this process of change and growth? Well, first of all, we want to expand our perception to allow ourselves to perceive things differently through our senses. A good first step to adopt is to really step into the fresh eyes of children. Can you remember what it was like to see hail or snow for the first time? Wasn't it wonderful? Weren't you curious as to how it was possible? Did you want to stare at it, to hear the sound of your footsteps in the snow, touch it and feel the sensation of it falling on your tongue? Were you mesmerized? Were you excited? Did the world seem magnificent and magical in that moment? Well, it's quite possible it did. And that is the wonderful thing about seeing things for the first time. When we see them every day, they become ordinary. We label whatever is seen as seen it, done it, know it. And what happens is that now experience of perceiving what's happening in the moment tips rapidly towards the realm of uninteresting and boring, since we've seen it, done it, and know it. However, is every snowfall the same? Is every hailstorm the same? Definitely not. So the question is, what stops us from seeing the magic and magnificent every time it snows? Or every time we experience life every single day? What happens? Well, we are told to stop being childish. We're told to stop seeing the magic. And guess what? We begin to develop the same attitudes towards everything else as we checklist our way through life. Once we've done it, it's old and there's no value, right? The tricky thing here is that the moment of awe and wonder actually holds the key to creation. And what I mean by that is the energy required to bring the intangible into the tangible.